Hi everyone, I'm Susanna Miller, founder of Positive Postpartum, minimizing stress and maximizing joy on your early parenting journey. I wanted to hop on here and share some Wednesday wisdom with you all as I am brainstorming and prepping my women's circle for new and expecting mamas, as well as my postpartum education program, the Healthy Mama Intensive, that starts next week. So I've been participating in a birth healing summit. This is something I do every year as a birth professional. And I just wanted to share some of my takeaways from some of the interviews. Now, the Birth Healing Summit is for practitioners to learn how to better help moms heal mind, body, and spirit after childbirth. It's presented and hosted by a women's health physical therapist in the Denver, Colorado area. And these interviews are with practitioners from all over the world. So I'm really gathering new information, new research, and it's a great space to learn as a birth professional. So I can already tell that this information is going to be transforming my interaction with clients and my resources that I'm able to share. One of the ones that stuck out to me was the postpartum body. So there's so many muscles and ligaments and fascia, and how the organs change during pregnancy and during birth, the pelvic floor, and the healing that is involved in the abdominal muscles. And one of the topics was running guidelines for postpartum. So there's research showing that the connective tissues of the pelvic floor truly take 4 to 6 months to be fully healed. So when we're looking at really strenuous, vigorous exercise early on, which 3, 4 months in, you might think that you're okay, but so many of these muscles and ligaments and tissues in the pelvic floor need between 4 and 6 months to be fully healed. So working with a physical therapist, a pelvic floor physical PT for women is something I recommend to all of my clients. And actually in France, all women are required to have 6 months of physical therapy after birth. For the C-section, for the abdominal surgery, the fascia takes more than 6 weeks to heal. At 6 weeks, it's 50% back to normal strength. So with the information I'm gathering about the postpartum body, I have tools for balancing and how exercising, and tools that I can share in my Healthy Mama Intensive. So another important topic for me was healing from the birth, and if the birth was experienced as a traumatic birth for the mother and for the baby, how to work together and providing that reassurance, acknowledgement, clarity, and really listening to the mother's story, and also speaking to the baby about what happened in a very slow, positive, instilling safety and instilling that emotional intelligence that is developing within the baby, and really pausing and taking in the emotion that is coming up while you tell the story will help moms heal as well as babies. Which brings up another point on the baby, on their certain cries. So they have what's called a release cry, and they might be fed, they might be dry and warm and cozy, and they're still crying, and you're going through your list and you're like, what's going on with this little one? And sometimes they need to tell you what it was like. They need to release. Being born into this world is not an easy journey, and living in this world is not an easy task by any means. So just knowing that they feel safe to express themselves is so important. Knowing that they will survive and knowing that they'll survive in this family and is this world safe are all important questions that the baby and their developing intelligence is starting to ponder. So looking at your own birth processing experience and really moving into more of this rest and digest rather than that fight or flight reaction when you're speaking about it. And it's not something that you might even want to keep telling people, that you want to keep bringing up. And that brings a good point to speaking about it and debriefing in a relieving way and not a way that's just going to keep spinning that trauma. So I've learned great techniques on how to help moms heal and how to really ground into the present and move away from the memory and focusing on exploring the future without these symptoms that are bringing more of that flight or fight reaction to your nervous system. Because see, the trauma is a neurobiological, and it's a mechanism, and it involves reprocessing of the brain to begin to feel differently about the trauma. So I think as a postpartum doula, this information is so beneficial on how to really confront feelings in a safe way to really allow for healing. So these are some of my topics for my mother intensive that I am hosting starting next week. And my intention is to facilitate a women's circle for new and expecting mamas to help better the postpartum transition, restoring and preventing postpartum distress. So as a certified postpartum doula, yoga, and Reiki practitioner, I am always continuing my development within myself and my research and my knowledge in the birth field that I'm so passionate about. And so I'm excited to finally start a virtual circle as well as provide education on a platform that is going to be easily accessible. So I still have a couple of spots available in the Healthy Mama Intensive. So I encourage you to check out my website at positivepostpartum.org and reach out to me if you have any questions about the Healthy Mama Intensive. And please share and with any new or expecting mamas that are in your network. I know during this time, we're all trying to reach out and build stronger communities, and it's so important for new and expecting women, mothers, to have strong support systems. It can really make the difference of postpartum mental health issues. So again, reach out to me if you have any questions. I hope you're having a beautiful day, and I will talk to you again soon.